Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Ford Field. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air. Here's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. They'll go play action with Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
That is caught at the 3. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point drop. He'll look to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Stroud going to throw right away. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down. First carry for Joe Mixon. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. We are through 1. 6-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now, Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll take it on in. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And the Texans have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Stroud going to set up to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he's going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. A second down throw for Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Houston. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
On the quick, right?
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. Closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down. To throw is Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right.
Stroud to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
All right.
To throw, it's Stroud. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. One quarter in the books. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. First and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Purdy going to give this to Garendo. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. 3rd and a yard. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A run with Garendo. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaac Garendo. Touchdown, 49ers. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. Throwing is Stroud. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Here's Stroud. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Garendo. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Third and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Again, it's McCaffrey. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
And this will wind up a Niners first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
Here we go.
Now Mixon. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he will go all the way. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
On the quick, right? Buggy.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot, nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
That one caught by Schultz, the tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
All right.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5. They'll give it to Garendo. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey inside the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll drop to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's to the right side and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really Oh,
and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Houston, good night, everyone.